Okay, we're back out here at the greenhouse. As you can see, I brought our bonsai tomato plant. Actually, it's an early girl variety. It's supposed to have tomatoes the size of the palm of your hand. But because we rooted these from cuttings and planted them in soil in these red solo cups, it's caused kind of a bonsai effect where, I also did some pruning to get some more cuttings from this plant. And as you can see, I have one tomato here that's not quite fully vine ripened, but I'm going to leave it on there. But we brought it out to the greenhouse today so that we can transplant this into a bigger container so that the roots will have an opportunity to fill out, and so that this tomato plant will be able to grow the way it was intended to and be able to produce those big juicy tomatoes. Not that it wasn't juicy as a little, almost like a grape tomato, but we want it to be bigger. So that's the plan today, is to move this out to the greenhouse from the kitchen, get it into a bigger container so that it will have a chance to grow out. We also have these strawberry plants that I actually raised from seeds that I took and harvested from some strawberries that I purchased, I believe, at Kroger's back this time last year actually. And I thought, as an experiment, I saw a YouTube video where someone had basically raised strawberry plants from seeds from strawberries they purchased at a grocery store. So I had really great germination rate. I think probably, if I had to estimate, probably 60 or so of the seeds that I harvested germinated. Unfortunately, we went away for a little while due to the passing of my dad, and so when we came back there were just a handful. So I have these here, and so we're going to transplant these as well, so that we can get some early berries. And I'm really excited to see what these strawberry plants will do in these containers. I bought these at the Dollar Tree, local Dollar Tree, and it's got a watering reservoir where you can water from outside. I'm not sure how that's going to work. I'm going to have to look and experiment and see. I might have to purchase maybe a small watering can just to meet the needs of these strawberry plants. But it's a pretty good size. I'd say this is probably a 6-inch pot. And like I said, the way it's designed on the bottom, there's a room for water to kind of pool at the bottom, so the roots can then dip down in and absorb the water and get the nutrients they need to grow. So I think this is going to be just the right container to pot up the strawberry plants. So that's the other thing we got going. Sadly, and let me see, I'm going to stop it so I can show you what we've got here. I've got some sad news to report. So as you can see, got some sad news to report. See if I can get it in focus here for you guys. Still trying to figure out my camera here. So the cucumber plant that we moved out here didn't make it, and I don't think it was due to the change in temperature, although it could be. That's quite possible, I suppose. I think more than anything it had to do with the effect of actually transplanting it from the solo cup into this container out here in the greenhouse. And the reason why I say that, because just like this cucumber, the tomato cutting that we moved out here is doing really well, and has had no setback from the transplant and the repotting effect here. In fact, let me see if I can show you. I don't know if I can get this to focus for you, but we've actually got some blossoms. That's probably about as good as I'm going to get. It's hard to actually focus with the sun beaming inside the greenhouse. It's about 85 degrees right now. Outside temperature is about 54. So anyway, so I guess mixed results here. So the tomato plant that we moved out, that we took from a cutting, doing well. Cucumber plant not doing so well. So we're going to try the cucumber again. We may actually have to plant the seed out here and see how that goes. But we're going to move this other tomato plant out here as well. So that's what we've got in store. Let me put my camera back on the tripod so we can capture that for you. As you can see here, got my trusty gardening companion. Let me see if I can give you a little bit more strength. All right. You want to say hello? Oh, let me pick you up. Oh, 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 here she is. Riley, say hi. Can you wave? Say hello, hello. All right, there you go. Oh, let's get this out of your way here. All right, good girl, good girl. Okay. We do have one more cucumber that we grew from seed that we had growing in the kitchen window. As you can see, it's starting to suffer a little bit. I may actually try to transplant it and kind of replace it with the one that's kind of died here on us in the greenhouse. It does have some blossoms on it. I think maybe if we pot it up, maybe it might come back, spring back. So we're going to give it a try before we give up entirely. So that's the other thing we have. And then the other thing I did while I was out, picked up some coat hooks. Really need to put some coat hooks over here so that we can hang up our coats when we come in, so that we don't have to lay them down or on the bench or what have you. So that's the other little project we have today as well. So anyway, let's get started. All right, we got our drill driver. We're going to put the screws in here and see if we can't get this coat hanging. All right, let's get the other screw, put that in. All right, I think we can now hang up the coat. All right, that's good. Got that project done. Let's go to the next one. Okay, we've got our bonsai tomato. We're going to get this potted up now. Let's see, let's grab a pot. Much bigger pot. So this is a much bigger pot, so I'm hoping get this in here, this thing will grow like it was intended to grow. So let's set that down. Let's get some soil. Let's get some soil. Let's see. Hey, Riley. Riley's out here with me. So we've got our soil in the pot now, and we are ready to get our bonsai early girl tomato into this pot so she can grow up and be a big girl. It's not just an early girl. So here we go. Make a little hole for her. All right, let's see if we can get her out of here. not too root bound. Some nice roots though. So we'll get her in here. I was actually expecting it to be a little bit root bound, but that's okay. All right, and just like we did with the tomato, the other tomato we potted up, I've got a little piece of trim that we're going to use here to kind of use as a little bit of a stake so we can drive a screw in this and then train the string. So we could train this tomato on the string here in the greenhouse. So that's our plan. So let me get a screw. You can get that, so let me get that. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. I've got the screw attached to this little stake. We're going to put this in the pot so we can train the string from the screw up to the top of the greenhouse. So let's put that in here. Let's do it this way. Okay, we've got our string, scissors for cutting. Riley's looking on, supervising to make sure I do this correctly. And just like the other two, we're going to double the twine up. So let's get some off here real quick. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, I think we got more than enough. Cut that off there. All right. Before we move on to the strawberry plants, let's see if we can get this cucumber to kind of bounce back. We're going to replace it with the one that passed, unfortunately. So let's see if we can do that right now. Okay, we're going to try not to disturb the roots too much. We're going to pop that right in here. And we'll go ahead and see if we can't train it a little bit. Just like that. We'll see what happens. All right. there we have it. Okay, so we've solved that problem, hopefully. We'll water these in, then we'll get these strawberries planted up. All right, moving right along. Actually, let's add a little water now. All right, we've given them a good drink. We're probably going to take a break here, go fill up the watering can so the water will be able to warm up through the solar radiation through the greenhouse. Okay, we have our Dollar Tree 6-inch containers we picked up for $1. Actually, I bought 10 of them. I'll probably go back and buy another 10 or 15 if they have them. Great bargain. Anyway, so let's get some soil in these. We're going to put our strawberries that we raised from seeds from last spring. We're going to put them in these pots. All right. Let's see if we can get these strawberries out. Nice roots. They don't look to be root bound. When you're planting strawberries, you got to be careful. You don't want to put the soil up over the crowns. The crowns have to be showing so that the flowers and the runners can form. So here we go. Let's see. Let me just trim that a little bit. All right. There we go. All right, that looks good. So we've got both of those on here. We'll set those right there. And that'll wrap things up here today here on Hall Family Farms. If you haven't already and you like what we're doing and you like our content, please give a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button down at the bottom there. That helps support our channel. And also, if you click the bell to get the notifications, you'll be notified every time we upload a video. Until next time, take care.